Hi gang, welcome back to the Unraised Latina Ever. Today's topic is Trump can do nothing right. He could do absolutely everything right, but according to the media, he can't do anything right. And so I think the best thing that he did, by far, is instead of rewarding the media with a Christmas party, he just yanked that and said that he wasn't going to fund it. I think that's beautiful, absolutely. And if I was Trump, I would put out a little memo to a few people at Fox that do him right and say, hey, let's meet down at Mar-a-Lago or whatever. I can't say that word. Anyway, his place. Go down to his place. Go hang out. Go play golf. Go have fun. Cha-cha-cha. Anyway, I just cannot believe the lawyer business. Just when you think you've heard everything, you get this idiot saying that Trump made him do it. Like, okay, we go to law school for how many years? 8 years, so that we can learn about the laws and the rules, so we can represent what the people who pay us for being a lawyer. And then all of a sudden, your excuse for fucking things up in your life is your client made you do it. Seriously? Like, dude, you gotta get a life. But anyway, the fact that Fox News, spends a lot of time, they had, 4 bimbos sitting around I guess it's supposed to be equivalent to The View. But, you have 4 bimbos just talking about this shit ongoing. It's so boring. It's like, you know what, women, be funny, play an instrument, entertain us, but please don't talk for a whole hour about this stupid, irrelevant bullshit, so it's like nobody wants to hear about it. So they're boring. They don't even say anything funny about the guy, what's really funny about the guy is that he is a known liar, okay? He's a liar. That is what he's going to prison for, is lying. Okay, a lying lawyer. Imagine that. A lawyer actually lies. I mean, how many lawyers fucking don't lie? I mean, God, you know what? How many lawyers represent us in these political seats, that run for office, who they all take kickbacks, they all take bribes. I mean, every fucking single one of them do. They bend over and they take it up the ass every fucking day of their lives. And then they have to look themselves in the mirror and they don't go to jail because they haven't been caught, or no, they haven't pissed somebody off bad enough or whatever, but they're just fucking losers, okay? All of you. All of you. You know what? All you fucking lawyers are a bunch of fucking losers. You know what? I had an experience with a lawyer one time, and I fucked him up the ass. Let me tell you, with his own dildo, because he tried to fuck me. And I'm I'm telling you, you know what? This lawyer had nothing on me, okay? Because you know what? He was going to try to sue me for $30,000, and he didn't get a penny, not a fucking cent. And I said to my lawyer, I instructed him, I said, look, you're not giving this fucking douchebag a goddamn motherfucking penny, okay? And he just kind of looked at me and he goes, why? And I go, because I am under duress. Like that, He goes, okay, how so? And I said, I just had a car accident. It was a week within my car accident. They came to me, they were like this ambulance chaser or whatever. And I was under a cocktail of drugs. And these guys worked in cahoots with my ex-husband, who wasn't representing my interest. So I'm like, I'm not paying him a goddamn motherfucking cent. And if he tries to come after anything, you tell him we're going to countersue. Now, if I was being unreasonable, if I was being psychotic, which I normally am, he would have said so, but no, he put a little memo together. He threatened the other lawyer, and the lawyer backed off, and then they dropped it, okay? So they had to deal with my lawyer, my second lawyer. I went through quite a bit of lawyers because nobody would take the case. You just have to keep shuffling through the dickheads, because a lot of them are, and I was very positive in telling them that I thought they were dickheads because they thought they were also important. Doctors are the same way. Even dentists are to a certain degree, because they go through all this education. They think they know fucking more than you do. Okay, so anyway, back to the lawyer. They don't know anything more than we do. They just like to think so, okay? So, as far as Trump being the boss, I mean, yeah, Trump's always the fucking boss, but then, like, if he was being unreasonable, all you had to do was sit there and say, hey, no, boss, I'm not going to do this. This goes against my lawyer ethics or whatever, right? But that fucking idiot didn't do that. The fucking idiot did what he wanted to do and, basically, did things his way, and he got busted, So he's taking the rap, like, so what? Get on your big boy pants, serve your 3 years in the prison or whatever. You're probably going to have a nice little, like, maximum, like, security thing. You're going to get the country club of prisons, really. And they're probably going to treat you right because you're a brown-nosing piece of shitbag that is going to try to take down the president. So anyway, good luck with that, buddy. That's not going to work out very well, let me tell you, because that just isn't. Because there's a lot of people in that prison that probably like the president. So anyway, you're going to be somebody's soap boy if you're like in the general population, let me tell you. Not to put any fear into God, Michael, but the 3 years could go nice or it could go not so nice. It depends on you, buddy. So anyway, let me tell you, I think these little federal agents are a bunch of weasels. I would just have told them, go fuck yourself. I'm not talking to you fucking people. Like, like try to get shit on me, whatever. And if they knew that you weren't going to deal or you're not going to play or whatever, they're not going to do anything with you. The fact is that they knew that they could put some fear into this weasel, and this weasel was going to talk. He was going to dance. He was going to just do whatever they wanted. But you know what? The credibility is lost. You know why it's lost? Because the guy is a fucking liar, okay? You're convicted for lying to some federal agents. Then why all of a sudden, since it's going the federal agency way, we're going to go, oh, no, he's telling the truth. We believe him. Are you fucking kidding me, people? Do you think we're that fucking stupid? You know what most of America is? Most of the people in this country, they are. Do you notice how, like, the one guy that's the most guilty, Comey, can't recall anything? I mean, I don't recall. He writes a fucking book about something. He recalled a lot of shit in his fucking book. He had excellent recall when it came to that fucking book of lies, right? And then he goes on book tour and he's yapping his big mouth and he's talking up a storm, and then all of a sudden he's getting interviewed and we have like 10 hours of, amnesia. God. Oh, please give me a fucking break, you fucking federal agents. You know what? You guys are a bunch of scum-sucking pussies, and all of you should be just fired. We need to get people in there that uphold the Constitution and the truth of this country and actually are doing their jobs. Because if they were doing their jobs, we would have had Hillary Clinton behind bars already, and none of this Russian collusion that's absolutely like, we don't even have a case on this. Nothing, nada. How much hours? Why are these people still employed? I mean, if any of us fucked up a job like this, we would have been out of there so fucking fast, Bill. I can't believe it. Like, you know what? I think that I need to go and join the FBI. I'm incompetent. I'm stupid. Let me get a job. I'm sure I would be a great asset to the team because I would have my head up my ass. Because that's the prerequisite for that job, apparently. So anyway, it just makes me sick. It makes me want to vomit. Like, they have these freaking equivalent Fox News girls, like, sit around and talk about this shit with seriousness. Like, they're all like, so, oh, is the president going to get impeached? Come on, make me gag. No, he's not going to get impeached, you fucking bimbos. I mean, Jesus Christ. Really? Like, get a new topic. So, anyway, next topic is they interview Melania Trump, the only person that would do that, or she interviewed with. Like, she's been out there knocking her socks off, for just years, visiting the troops and visiting the kids and going here and going there. Zero fucking coverage. Zero, okay? You still have Michelle Obama's ugly face on all these fucking Vogue magazines and everything, and she's not even the first lady anymore. And yet, you have a beautiful first lady, and she doesn't grace the cover of anything. Nothing. Nada. So anyway, like, I just think that's really weird. That, like, that nobody can say anything nice about her. They make fun of her accent. They make fun of the fact that she's with Donald Trump. They make fun of Donald Trump. Then they basically say she has poor decorating taste. She's a bad mother. She's a bad person. I mean, so why the fuck would she give an interview to any of these fucking idiots, you know, if they think so poorly about her? And what really gets me is most of America sees her in a favorable light, you know, and we would love to see a wonderful story about her. And it really made my heart beat and pitter-patter and soar with love, just because of the fact that, like, finally we have somebody showing the First Lady in a great light, and you know, and we have to talk about, you know, all these painful things, like, you know, like her bullying campaign, because she's actually had to take that up as a topic because she was so bullied by the press. They say nasty things about how she was dressed, or what shoes she was wearing, or she was this, she was that. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, like, Michelle Obama, like, would walk out of that Air Force airplane in a fucking pair of shorts, and she looked like she jumped off, you know, out of the magazine advertisements for Forever 21, you know, like she was wearing her daughter's clothes, except she looked like Sasquatch in them, and she was just bulging out everywhere, you know, and like she literally looked like, you know, she looked like the Chewbacca, you know, without, you know, with not as much hair. And, you know, Chewbacca. We had a First Lady that actually looked like Chewbacca, and people would go, oh, look at how lovely she is. And it's like, you know, yeah, Chewbacca's cute, but I wouldn't call it lovely, you know. And honestly, like, would she get up and talk, and she'd go, yo, yeah, her Ebonic slang? It's like, you know, I cannot believe she attended any Ivy League schools or had an education or anything, because when you listen to her talk, and you like cringe when you have to think about the fact that these people actually represented this country and had to address these foreign diplomats. And no wonder our country was in a fucking state of disarray when these two were you know, in leadership, because, like, you know, they had the couth, the class of a fucking snail, honestly. So anyway, so then we go from that, 8 years of that, of nothing, you know, of just shitty shit. You know, in fact, Obama was such a bad president that, you know what, I actually got a roll of toilet paper with his face on it, and I didn't even want to use it, you know, and people are like, wow, this is some great toilet paper you have, and I'm like, you know what, his face is not even good enough to be on my ass. Let me tell you, not even to clean up the worst messes possible, okay? Well, I'm just saying. But you know what? That toilet paper wasn't even, like, good enough to keep around. Okay, so Trump doesn't have any toilet paper, and you know what? That would be a collector's item, and I sure would not use it on my ass, because you know what? That would be a beautiful thing. And I'm not wrapping it up. Just don't do that to me, Bill. Anyway, we're talking shit, and that means we're getting to the end of the video, because whenever I start talking about shit and ass wipe and just getting really profound, that means that either it's the end of the night and I had too much to drink, or we're at the end of the video. So right now we're just going to have to cut the video and be at the end. So you guys have a great weekend, and just don't take any shit from anybody.